All right, guys, time to talk about Micron stock. So we talked about NVIDIA and IWM, the plan, going into NVIDIA's earnings and the plan with IWM going into interest rate cuts. Now it's time to talk about Micron. So Micron, we know they just started the upcycle with memory chips, okay? And this stock has a lot of room to go higher, and they got the positive catalyst that they needed and that we needed to feel confident about holding shares now and that the bottom may be in, because they said they are going to repurchase their own shares again. They halted this back in December 2022 because they were in the down cycle. Now they're in an up cycle, so that's a great sign. This stock is cheap. They're in, all these memory chips are used, right, with DRAM and NAND. It's needed with so many different technologies, guys, so do not lose sight of that. So you should have this in your longer term account, at least for the next year and a half. I would say through 2025, you can be confident in the upcycle and Micron stock continuing to go up, okay? So, and then after that, like I said, we need to see when supply reaches demand, right? That's where things will probably take a breather, and that's where these stocks could sell off again. But I do expect NVIDIA and Micron to eventually go and retest their highs, okay? Now, Micron, their stock price reaction is going to come down to what NVIDIA does, okay? But I do expect Micron to go up with NVIDIA as we get closer to NVIDIA's earnings report. But if you want to be sure in your short-term account, you can start hedging some shares of Micron at $100 a share, and then 105, 110. So every $5, or you can do it every 10 if you have a little bit longer time horizon, okay? If you're going to hold till the end of the year, that's fine. So, but these you can trim slowly, right? You start really small at 100, then you do a little bit more at 105, a little bit more 110, right? Slowly increase the amount you're selling, and then you make some good money over time, okay? That's how I like to do it. And you can catch, call it a good swing trade where you're playing this up until NVIDIA's earnings, and then it's gonna come down to them beating and raising. And if NVIDIA does, which if there's any company that can continue to do it with all the demand out there, we've already seen, right, the mega cap saying they're accelerating their AI spending. So NVIDIA is going to get that, even though Blackwell chip, right, may get delayed. I still think their numbers are going to be solid, but we'll see, of course. But if they beat and raise healthily again and NVIDIA stock goes up, Micron's going to follow right behind it, guys, and it's going to continue to go higher. And like I said, I do expect by the end of the year, if NVIDIA beats and raises, that MU is going to get close to retesting their highs. Remember, their high was 157, guys. So if it goes from where it's at now at 93 to 157, we're talking about, what is that? 60 to 70% gain, whatever that may be, maybe higher than that. And that is unbelievable. Okay, that's if you can hold till the end of the year. But I would slowly take profits along the way, like I said, just in case NVIDIA misses, and Micron's going to come right back down with it. Because remember, NVIDIA is the AI bellwether. But I do expect them to beat and raise, and if that happens, Micron will be off and running with NVIDIA. Up until when NVIDIA touches its all-time highs, I still think NVIDIA can break out of all-time highs and go even higher eventually. But if NVIDIA goes and retests the high, say around 140, whatever Micron's at that point, I would also sell some there just in case that becomes a resistance point for NVIDIA, okay? But like I said, the longer you hold this over the next, into 2025, I think you're gonna get rewarded more and more with, again, the memory cycle just getting started. And we know the demand is there with all the technology out there.